So in this video I will explain how I got both S and V and how I calculated them. So what I did is I took the footage from Roller Coaster, from Planet Coaster the game, and I watched it frame by frame, and what I did is I wrote down at which second and what frame we were driving 7 kilometers per hour, and at what second, at what frame we were driving 8 kilometers per hour, and that all the way down to the maximum speed, which was 100 kilometers per hour. So what I did with this data is I calculated this into t, the time, and well, that's quite easy. You can see the formula over here. Yeah, I think you get that. What I did then is I calculated the speed in kilometers per hour into the speed in meters per second, because that's more convenient to calculate with. Just divided by 3.6 and you got that. What I also did is I took the time difference between two data points. Yeah, this one minus that one, and you got that one. What I also did was I took an average speed, because between these two times we are driving between 1.9 and 2.2 meters per second. So I took the average between these two, and that's a quite good representation of the average speed in this time interval. So for 0.07 seconds you're driving about 2.1 meters per second. If you would multiply these two, you got the actual distance. And when you take the sum of all these little distances all the way down, I calculated the sum, and that's about 51 meters, and that number I did implement in the original video. What I also did is I took this column, v squared I call it. So what I did is I took the square number of this average speed, and I multiplied it with the distance traveled. And I did that because I wanted an average speed, and sometimes like this data point, you're driving for a longer distance the speed of 2.4 meters per second, so I wanted to take that into account. So what I did is this one squared multiplied with this one, and you got this one. I took the sum of all these numbers again, and you can see that all the way down over here, which is 20,000 something. And what I did is I took this number, divided it by this number, and that gave us the actual weighted average of v squared. And I will make that visible for you. It's about 400 in total, but that's v squared, so I just took the root of that, and it's about 19.8, and this data did I implement in the video.